Dr. Sella here, and I was asked this recently about advice I would have for a flexbone triple option newcomer. Well, there's two pieces of advice I would have. One deals with personnel, and one deals with the overall training of the triple option football program. First is personnel. And this is truer now in 2020 than it's ever been. You've got to build from the center out. The center is the number one draft pick in your program. I didn't say that, Paul Johnson did. Paul Johnson told my clients recently, they had a chance to meet with him, and they told my clients recently that the center is the most important position in the offense. Not the quarterback, not the Bs, not the As, not the guards, the center. And you have to have a legit center that could start for other people. And if you don't, you're going to lose. Now, more than ever, with the advancement of midline triple option being the staple triple option as compared to the inside veer, center is more important now than ever before. And if you watch Army, Navy, and Air Force play, they're all working to base zero techniques if they can. They want to base the zero. If they can base the zero, they base the zero, and they let the backside guard cut off the will. Now, most of you won't be able to do that, but if you can, I'm telling you, that gives you a major advantage against zero techniques when you run midline triple. But Paul said you build from the center to the quarterback. Your best football player's got to be your center, and you've got to train multiple quarterbacks to be able to do this. You're finding guys that can run first and throw second. Okay, and it's not necessarily about the athleticism part of it. They can read their way out first and throw second. If you put a thrower there who majors in throwing and minors in reading, you're going to lose. Period. You want a guy that can read first, throw second. But and you got to develop multiple quarterbacks. Army's already won this year with 4 different starting quarterbacks. All right, so the bottom line is you better have a bunch of guys ready to go. You're looking for running backs that can throw a little bit. That's for whom you're looking. Center to quarterback to guard. The game is won in the cylinder, and I've said this for years, and I'll keep repeating it. The game is won by moving the action key one step beyond his God-given will to clear the path for the B-back to make you defensible. Center to quarterback to guard to B-back to A-back to tackle to receiver. That order. That's the importance. Personnel all starts with the center. Bill Belichick said that football is built inside out. Paul Johnson said your best player better be your center. Then your quarterback, because you got to develop multiple quarterbacks. Then guard, then B-back. The game will be won in the cylinder. And I know you're thinking, well, I thought this was an offense that you don't really need great offensive linemen. It's going to take a lot of pressure off your offensive line, that's for sure. More than any other system out there. But the bottom line is this. If you can't move the action key, it makes your life a whole lot more complicated. And the action key for those newcomers out there, that's the first defensive lineman inside the read. So basically the defensive tackle. And don't compromise. Look, you got to play lean people. Lean people. You're building from the center out with all lean people. If you're at a small school, you're not going to really be playing 200-pounders unless you want to lose. You might be able to get away with a kid that's 6'3", 210 that plays center or guard. Maybe you can get away with it. But I'm telling you right now, you go to that testimonial page on my website, it's people who had lean offensive linemen. Because you can't play fat people. Fat people get you fired because when you have wide splits so your quarterback can read your way out, you need people who can move. Period. So you're playing 5 wing T guards. You're playing guys that are lean. You're not going to play 200-pounders doing this. If you don't like it, I don't know, do something else. But those who obey will maximize their chance of winning. Don't compromise. That's the thing I see more than anything else. Look, I've worked with thousands of high school football coaches since I've done this as a business. And I've traveled, I've had clients in 45 states. And I can tell you this. Those who trust this system, stick to the system, follow the procedure. The ones who do that always get more closer to winning. The people who have different priorities, they don't. Here's what the priority is. You want to get 2.5 plays per minute per group in practice of zone dive, zone option, triple pass versus all defensive alignments. That's game tempo, 2.5 plays per minute. You're not going to get there on day one. Work to get to that pace because that's what creates urgency. Urgency leads to accuracy. Work the situations and work the time constraints. No compromise. You want to create the elite performance environment, which is my mission of my business, of what I do, to create the high performance environment, the elite performance environment by running the Army, Navy, Air Force, flexible and triple option offense. A lot of words, but it's what I'm here to do. Urgency, accuracy, situational mindfulness. You've got to work the situations, work the different alignments. And you can't stop practice the correct stuff. They've got to figure it out. So that's what you got to do. These are the two pieces of advice that I have. Now you're going to say, well, that seems like a lot of work. Well, here's the thing. You got to oversimplify the process. Don't play fat people and make sure that you run enough plays at a rate of 2.5 reps per minute per group. The bullets drill that I've learned from Paul Johnson 3 decades ago is the drill to get you to do that. You want to learn more? I think I have one video up on this channel about it, but otherwise, hire me and I'm going to get you closer to winning. I hope people win all the time. So that's the two pieces of advice I have for flexible and triple option newcomers. Coaches, you want to run Army, Navy, and Air Force's offense the right way the first time. Call me 570-332-0265, 570-332-0265, and go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials. You can see all the success stories from the camps and the academy. I just had a state champ in Oklahoma 2 weeks ago. I'll have more on that later. But give me a call. I'll help you win more games. I'll get you closer to winning. I'll make sure you have a system for the rest of your career. You'll never need another one. Trust the process. You'll live a better life and you'll be a lot happier. And you won't have to watch as much film because it doesn't matter if you're playing Podunk High School or you're playing Georgia Tech. You're going to run zone dive, zone option, and triple pass regardless. We'll talk soon.